All right, welcome everyone to the production training. And today we have a very special guest from Scottsdale, Arizona. An amazing story upcoming here for you guys. We're gonna have about 30 to 35 minutes of Q&A with me and her, a little bit of an interview, and then we're gonna go into Q&A. So pour into you guys whatever you guys want to ask to know what's working for her. Let's take a deep dive on this. So without further ado, Carolina Soto, welcome to the call. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thanks for having me on this platform. I mean, I don't know what much I could share except for my story of resilience,
That's big
right?
because that really is what it's all about in real estate, guys. I don't think it's much more than that because you can have the skills, the mindset, the accountability, the activities, and taking massive action. But if you quit, it won't matter.
Hmm.
So resilience is, I believe, it's everything. Um, but my first, so let's just talk about this, right? You came into real estate in 1999, is that correct?
Yep, I was 19 years old.
You were 19 years old. Okay. Uh, okay, I don't know if you're joking or not. Are you?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
I
you're
was
for real.
19
Okay,
years
okay,
old.
okay. Okay.
I was 19
Some
years
people
old.
say 12 and I'm like, okay, you must be, are you joking? I don't know.
No, yeah,
All right.
26 years ago, and I was 19, and I went to Century 21 to see if they'd help me get my license.
Okay.
They laughed at me. They
Wow.
they told me that this isn't an industry for little girls.
Wow.
So I
That
went.
must have fired you up.
I was wearing my mom's suit jacket too. So I, um, I was a courtesy clerk at a grocery store when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
And it was funny because that very next day, someone came in with a cart full of groceries for an event that they were having, and it was for Pulte Homes. So, and when I overheard her saying what they were doing to the cashier, I was like, I have to take this lady out to her car and I have to talk to her because obviously it was something that had been in my mind that I wanted to do.
Mm,
So I asked her, for a job basically.
wow. And then you got into real estate at 19. What a crazy early start and a great opportunity. You were very smart in doing that. I wish I had done that at 19. I spent 5 years at UBC. I'm not a doctor, of
Mm-hmm.
course. I just was really slow in getting my bachelor's degree in psychology. So kudos to you to getting started early. So you were in California when you
Mm-hmm.
started? Okay.
Yeah. And
And
I
tell
wish
me
I would have
about that journey from 99 to all the way to when we met.
Well, I wish I would have stayed in real estate because when Pulte Homes closed their doors down, they asked me to come to their next development. But their
Okay.
next development was in another state, and I had just gotten married. My husband had a general contractor's job. We were doing flooring and remodeling homes. So it was like, I don't want to take what we're growing here to another state. So I
Ah.
decided to stay, remodeling homes, and I needed a job. So I got a job at a bank, and I still kept my real estate license. So I'd still help my family. They started trusting me with buying homes, and we'd buy our own flips. We'd buy flips from like tax sales for like $39,000 back then. That's how crazy times
Wow.
were.
That is really
But,
crazy.
but I mean, yeah, so I did the financing banking world for like 10 years, and that developed a strong financial and business mindset in myself because they did a lot of like college train like business college and things that I would have had to go to university to learn. I learned on the job um, there. So, but um, if you fast forward 10 years into that, one day they come in and they give me a little yellow letter, and the bank was getting sued. So everybody in my department, we had the IRS going through all our desks. It was pretty wild times. It was when the banking industry, you could not mess around anymore. And so they gave
Wow.
me a letter to say I could go back to retail banking and basically get like a $50,000 deduction in my pay, or I could take 6 months of a severance package. And I said, give me my package. And then kind of was pushed back into real estate in
Mm,
2015.
15. Okay, got it. Wow. And then from there on, California and then moving. So this is interesting here, guys. She completely moved different markets, and in a market where she knew nobody, started over and was able to sell 24 homes and achieve $26 million. Okay, 24 homes, $26 million in all in luxury in the market in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Hmm. I mean, I came here with nothing but just the knowledge and skills I had developed through all those years. So my database was keeping me fed in California, but here with no database, I knew I had to do something. And it's funny because you said 26 million in closed sales, but I think what everybody here needs to realize too is that you get paid whatever you believe you're worth. Because even then, 26 million is a lot of money when you think about it. It's like 600,000, but I didn't get that. I came in and I joined a team because I wanted to be like right in the middle of Scottsdale, and I wanted to, leverage their brand, their name, and they were with EXP. I connected through because as soon as I moved here, I was connected with you through my broker from California. It's like John Side, DK. They're part of our mastermind group. You have to, connect with them. So that's how I connected with you. Um, but I came here and I had to leverage other people's names as well. And I just wanted to fast forward, even if I was going to be giving 50% of my income away. I didn't want Zillow leads. I just wanted to sit in the luxury market with a brand that, had already established somewhat of a name there. And that's what I did. I sat open houses from the day I got relicensed here in Arizona, which is another story in itself because it was during the pandemic. So my license to transfer over to Arizona took 6 months. I ended up going back to school and just getting my license all over again instead of doing the transfer. So, but yeah, that's what I did. I came in and I just was going to establish myself with a brand that had already been established here.
There you
ChatGPT told me
go.
who it
A
was.
great choice. Great choice. So let's talk about this because you had left
Mhm.
and you saw another opportunity, which obviously we need to when we see opportunities, we need to really consider that and see if it's the right thing for ourselves. And you did. And you came back. So
Yeah.
tell us why you came back to EXP ultimately.
I mean, the opportunity that was given to me, I'm always going to be grateful. And I always think that there's something in the journey that has to happen for you to realize what you had you want back, or what the sum of cost for things. Sometimes we stay in something because we already spent so much time and effort in building it that your ego doesn't want to let that go. But this year, my ego was like, it's not about me. It's about what service I'm giving to other people. And I was given the platform from the same people that introduced me to you to go back and basically create a EXP model brokerage and be able to be part of the leadership group with them and be the only woman leader in their team. So of course, there's a lot of ego stuff for me to go back and develop what's already been done here and try to kind of give it a twist of the energy that they have, which is beautiful energy. Except for me, wanting to be branded luxury agent, I didn't feel like I had the 5 years to put into this system to make it be something that already is developed and programmed here in EXP. And I was just servicing in that time. I felt my mindset felt like I was just servicing my clients, not giving them the exposure EXP gives listings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I it was a tougher year, and I've never had expired or canceled myself, or listings where I have to tell them, hey, maybe it is better for you to wait.
Mm.
Um, and so that kind of happened in this 2025. And one listing I had was like 1.2 million, and I had it appraised, and I was under 200,000 on appraised value. And when I told the seller, who's one of my strong business partners, we've built new homes and done a lot of homes together. I told him, I don't know what to tell you. I can't sell this house, you
Oof.
know? Yeah. And when he told me it's okay, I'm going to make it a wellness house. And I'm going to have, which is part of my journey too. I'm going to have mothers or women victims of either they were rape victims or out of domestic violent homes. I'm going to make it into a wellness house for women like that. And I just started to cry. Two reasons. One, that's my purpose is to help these women too, to be able to build their business, start over again. Some of these women had strong careers and then get in a situation that derails it. So my purpose and mission has been to find these women and help them stand back up. So when he told me this, I was crying, but for two reasons. One, I couldn't sell his house, and I felt that maybe if I was with EXP, it would have gotten sold. You know, maybe with the networking that you have in different countries, it would have gotten sold. Maybe with the amount of EXP agents that we have here that are willing to host open houses, because in Arizona, broker to broker, you can't host open house to other brokers.
Mm.
So I have 40 agents or maybe 20 agents on my side. None of them wanted to host, none of them were willing to host open houses. I'm back with
Wow.
EXP just a couple of weeks now, and some of my listings, I'm getting calls every week. Can I host your open house? Can I host your open house? So that was something that really affected me to go back and think, I need to call John because I had to tell this client, I can't sell your house.
Oof.
But I didn't feel it was just me. I felt it was, the platform that I bring when with you, basically. Not just
Thank
the
you.
experience, but with the connections that you bring.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, we've built up a huge network of referrals, and that can really help you in different locations globally, actually, to give your listings exposure. And of course, anybody who joins our organization at EXP, we give you e-media links, which, guys, gets you over the firewall in China. And there's 1.4 billion people that you're not able to reach right now through your normal portals. And now we're able to. So have you gotten yourself onboarded on that, by the way?
I created my platform,
Okay,
my
good.
logins, and now I just got to put my listings in there for sure. But
Perfect.
thank you. That's a big
Before
deal.
we move forward, can I trouble you to close any other applications?
Am I lagging?
Yeah,
Okay.
just so I don't know if it's gonna be any better, but at least it
Oh,
will.
and I have to tell you, I don't have other applications open, but we've been having some serious monsoon storms where we didn't have electricity here last night.
Oh
My
gosh.
Wi-Fi is out, so I am on my iPad
Oh,
using
got you.
that.
That's why. Okay.
Sorry, I hope it gets
Monsoons. Okay.
better.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, another thing to overcome in
we've
your
had
area.
apocalyptic sandstorms. I don't know if you've seen them on the news, but we made national news.
You posted on social, so I saw
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
it's pretty wild. It's
Um,
a funny
so
movie.
so you've overcome so many challenges in your life and in your business, from starting to as a single mom, moving different states, knowing nobody, to working through recovery after a head-on car accident. So, man, first of all, I'm glad you're okay. And second is, what mindset carried you through those seasons when most people would have simply quit?
You know, I don't know if it was that I felt like this isn't the worst that's happened to me. And I have with the side mission that I've been developing, talking to people that have gone through just so much worse, like stories I could never even imagine. How could you wake up the next day or want to wake up the next day? So when that happened to me, I was like, I'm alive. I was listening to some affirmations, and the one right when I saw the car coming at me, I had two cars next to me, so I couldn't move. I saw the car coming at me, and the affirmation said, God always takes care of me. And I pushed my seat back. Just in 1 second, I pushed my seat back, and then the car hit me. And my knees did have to have stitches. My ribs were dislocated. So I did have to get, my ribs, that hurt so much. Um, but I was thinking I haven't run a marathon yet. I still climb mountains. I have a mountain in Guatemala I wanted to go climb, since the pandemic, that I've had this on my bucket list. I'm like, it's not today. I'm not dying today. And my legs are not going to get, they're not, they're, I door knock, that I need these. So, right. So, I was just like, came out and it's like, I'm okay. It hurt, but I'm okay. And yeah. So
You are alive. That's all that matters. And just that split second of moving your seat back, you knew it was coming. Just it's weird, right? Something's happening there. The universe is looking out for you. And guys, when you say to yourself, this is not my time, or better
mm-mm.
yet, in business, this is my time.
Mm.
So you declared that. So wow, amazing story. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm alive, guys. Just be grateful that you're alive today. And you can do anything when you're alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was hit by a
So
drunk driver that tried to leave a couple times, and he would come back just crying on my legs, and I'm like, you hit me, and I'm here to maybe comfort you or make you change. Maybe I'm part of your story. You could have hit an old lady; she could have died.
wow.
So you got to look on the bright side, because there are so many. Whatever, I don't know. You just got to look on the bright side. It's better.
For sure it is. You could choose, right? A
Hmm.
lot of times a negative thoughts just come into our head. You get to choose to think that and keep thinking that, or you can choose something else. What would you prefer is the question. All right. So when you first moved to Arizona in 2021, you didn't know anyone, and you closed 24 deals with $26 million in your first year in luxury real estate. What can you share with us as two or three maybe key activities on a daily basis that made that possible for you, knowing nobody?
Yeah. Knowing that I could search which communities had the better turnarounds, which zip codes are the considered, the 90210s of Scottsdale. So, and going also with the mindset in California, we have to hustle. We have to work really hard to be seen. So here, there's a lot of agents too, but the hustle is different. It's so laid back here.
Mm,
And I decided to find the best zip code with the best turnover, and just start door knocking them. And I would door knock them, and every day I'd say one person's going to want to work with me,
wow.
and one person would want to work with me. So then I started changing that. Two people are going to want to work with me, because really what you say is true. What you believe is true. And open houses too. I didn't just do like a weekend open house. I would host from a Monday through a Sunday open house. I took my
Whoa.
Wi-Fi box, I took my computers, and I just worked there and be open there the whole week. And I have one open house that I've had 19 transactions out of.
Excuse me. One open house that you had 19 transactions out of. Guys.
So you
Uh,
can't say you don't know nobody, because you meet people at these places.
Okay, guys. Monday to Sunday open houses. Are you willing to do what it takes to get business? Okay. And let's break that down a little bit, because you said a lot there. The first thing I heard was you found where the higher turnover communities are, and you went there and you door knocked. That's called strategy. That's called working smart, because where homes are selling, you want to go there, and you did door knocked. And then once you got a listing, you did open houses Monday to Sunday. Guys, are
But
you
I also
willing to do
have
what
to
it
say,
takes?
I did, yeah, I did your role plays for 2 years when I was with you in EXP. And your role plays gave me the confidence and knowledge to speak to these people every day. With you, with DK, with other top producers, I would crack in my voice when I'm doing my role plays with you guys, right? But better to crack with you guys than to crack in front of a client.
Wow.
And that just gave me the confidence. If I could do this with them, then this is easy. They don't know me.
Okay, thank you. That's a good plug. Teddy and I were just talking about how come not more people come to the role plays? These are absolute gold. These are people doing 30, 50, 100 transactions there to teach you say knowing what to say and how to say it. So thank you for coming those 2 years and actually implementing what you learned and selling 24 homes where you knew nobody. First of all, just kudos to you.
Thank you.
That very, very inspiring. So looking at your business now, Carolina, what works best for you right now to generate consistent clients and closings and escrows?
Calling expireds, canceled, and continuing the for sale by owners. I door knock, not, I'm sorry, continuing the open houses. When I get a listing, I do my first week and then I let others run the open houses. But I door
Awesome.
knock all the community, I door knock the entire community. I call them, I invite them to the open house. I'm looking for other sellers that are looking when they're coming. People say, oh, nosy neighbors came. Well, those are the great ones that tell you about the community
Mm,
and they tell you who wants to sell, who they want out of their neighborhood. So yeah, I try to kind of embody the whole neighborhood when I have a new listing.
I love that. And you know, we always talk about attitude, expectations, and approach. And your approach was great, and your mindset is phenomenal. And you actually go out there and door knock still, expired listings for sale by owners, and you tell yourself, I'm gonna find one person that will want to work with me today. And then you said, I want to find two people that want to work with me today. Right? That's your expectations, guys. So what are you expecting when
Mhm.
you go out there and actually look for business? You need to tell yourself positive things before you go out there. Then you're expecting great things, therefore you get great things. You are who you think about most of the time. So that's amazing, amazing, amazing. So and it sounds like to me right now, Carolina, you're just working. You're just doing the simple things that not
Well,
many people
and
want
not
to
only
do.
that, yeah, and I'm catching up because that's the thing too. You have to work. You have to either they say work smarter, work harder, or work right, work smarter, not harder. Oh gosh, you got to do both.
You got to do
And
both.
you gotta just put in you gotta put in the time. And I could sit there because the last brokerage I was with, it was about manifesting and meditating and it's gonna happen. And you know what? You have to go and knock on these doors. You have to get out of the just sitting at trainings and learning and go do it.
Ooh.
I don't believe in faking it till you make it. I just don't. I believe that you have to go and be it and go do it.
Oh, just music to my thank you. Music to
But
my
I
ears
learned
here.
that from you, John. So here when I'm in another brokerage and I'm like top three, which not top three in other brokerages, I'm like bottom three in other brokerages. But in that, when you're sitting there and you're top three and you know that this is the level, this is where the level of expectations are for other agents, that's not enough for me. I need to have these agents over here so that my expectations to reach that is there. So I can't be the best in a room. I have to be in rooms where others are better and higher and can teach me something.
You are so humble. You were top three in the other brokerage. You never talked about it. Wow.
No, I don't talk about it because it's
Good
just
for
like, go
you.
do your work. Put your head down and go work.
Guys, go do your work. I mean, there's nothing more that we need to say. Manifestation is real. I agree with that. And you can't sit there and meditate all day, right? I would recommend that you meditate twice a day, yes, but the rest of the time, get to work.
Mm-hmm.
You stop talking about it, stop thinking about it, go and do it and be it. So thank you
Mm-hmm.
for that. That's very, very inspiring. And it sounds like from this whole journey that I had a hand in your journey. So thank you. Thank you
You
for
had a huge
the
hand.
acknowledgement.
Yeah, huge hand.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Definitely.
So if you had could give one piece of advice to agents on this call right now to build a resilient business, right? And no matter what the circumstances are, keep going, be resilient. And through your story, you had so many ups and downs, moving markets, single mom, like all these things, right? What advice would you give them to overcome all these setbacks or breakdowns that they're having right now?
You put your head down, study your skills, read books that will create disciplines in you. Um, Someone recently said maybe you just need more motivation, and I'm like, wait a minute, I am the motivation. You know, I need I need discipline. I need to put my head down. I need to be around people that are focused and determined to make $2-3 million a year. That's what I need. And so I asked ChatGPT to give me the top 10 books to be a millionaire, and it gave me the top 10 books that I've already read. So I said, I already read these books. And he said, well, read it again, because now you have the knowledge, but now you have to put it in your subconscious
Mm.
and read it again. And here's a checklist for each book that you need to answer. So I'm like, my ChatGPT, him and I were like, so connect with your ChatGPT,
I
read
want to
books.
share this. I want to share this quick conversation. So when Carolina was coming back, thinking about coming back, and we had a short conversation, and next thing you know what she told me? I asked ChatGPT, my best friend, whether or not I should come back to EXP, and it said yes, and she came back. I just want to share that, and
Yeah.
this is so good. This is so good. But hey, can you share with us, Carolina, the top 3 books on your top 10 list?
Oh, wow. I didn't know you were going to ask me this, but I have them with me.
Oh, perfect. Let's see it.
Yeah. So one of the books that I read every year is Strength Finders by
Strength
Don
Finders.
Clifton.
Don.
And
Okay.
one of the things that, because it has a profile test, kind of like your DISC test
Yep.
that you can take, and it'll give you your top like 5 strengths. And one of them of mine is an amplifier. So if I see something good, I'm going to amplify it to greatness. If I see something mediocre, I'm going to amplify it to weak, you know? So it's my strengths to see which way to go, to
Mhm.
amplify good or bad,
I
basically.
love it. I love
This
it.
is a great book. This book, everyone needs to get it.
Strength Finders.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Discover your Clifton strengths. I love it. Thank you. Don Clifton. Perfect.
yeah.
Okay, number two. Number 2.
The Bible.
The Bible. Okay, Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Yes, I read it all the time. I actually gave it to our great friend who just joined us from Real Broker, Jerome Michael. I don't know if he's on the call here, but I gave it to him. I read that book 5-6 times for sure. So guys, read that book from Gary Keller, The Bible. And then last but not least, number 3.
The Magic of Thinking Bigger.
Ooh,
It's
David
a very
Schwartz.
strong book.
David Schwartz.
Yeah, I believe that's The Magic of Thinking Bigger, because you go and you read Think and Grow Rich, and it's telling you how to think. But if you don't have that belief system in yourself, it's going to be really hard to think bigger.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that book, The Magic of Thinking Bigger, also, so Why Aren't You Rich Now? That's a great book too.
Why aren't you rich now? Okay, that's a confronting question.
Yeah, and they're all kind of written around the same time. They're books that
Ah,
are written during the Think and Grow Rich book.
old books are the best.
They're really strong.
Yeah. Wow. I'm just blown away by, and it's so good to just chat with you,
Thank you.
and in front of people, obviously. But you've provided so much value to us today. I just want to thank you for taking your time, and you are so humble. You have great energy, and it's just such a pleasure to have you back. So thank
I'm
you.
excited too. This is the best. My
Yeah. So
son is so excited too. When I told him I'm back with John Sai, he's like, "Why did you leave in the first place?"
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but but it's okay. We're back together. All
yeah.
right. So very exciting times here. I want to open it up to people on the call, agents on the call. Guys, did you enjoy that? I did. That was amazing. Feel free to pop it in the chat box if you have any questions, or you can speak up. Yeah,
Can I jump in
go
if
ahead.
it's okay? Carolina, you know what? Your characteristic is just resonating with everyone right here, specifically me. Not only for the open house, that's how I built my business as well. So kudos to that. That's amazing. Also, your best friend ChatGPT is also my best friend too. So we get along on that very well. I can't even think without the ChatGPT anymore. But
Mhm.
I have a quick question for you. In your story, you said that you went ahead and did the door knocking on a hot day, 118 degrees in a hottest city, right after your accident. What was going in your mind doing that?
That you rebuild, that you can fall and the rebels, and there's so much history of rebuilding. So if they can rebuild, I can rebuild too. And it's wild out here too, though, because when it's 118, we can get a wild storm just out of nowhere. And that's another thing, I didn't have a car for a while. So I was doing open houses, leaving my signs there and Ubering to my listings and my appointments, and then walking 8 to 10 signs around, 2-3 block diameters in 118. It's just determination that I'm not gonna not fail, but not gonna quit. They can grow rich when they quit right before they hit the gold, right before they hit the diamonds, and then someone else goes and gets it. So I'm not gonna quit.
That is
It's not in my
amazing.
DNA.
Thank you for that. I have it in my agenda right now, right in front of me. It's written, "You are 3 feet away from gold. Don't stop." Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. 118 degrees, guys. There's no way I would go. So
It's
thank you.
wild.
Crazy. and following question to that, if you had to start again in another city today, what would be the first move you make, or maybe 3 moves you make? What would be the first one that comes to your mind that the other agents can take advantage of it?
Getting on role play and learning how to sell expireds, learning how to list expireds. That I don't think that there's another way to get into another city. I think I could go to any city right now and just call expireds and get listings there.
You see how confident she was saying
And
that?
I love that. And I love that. Not only that, the confidence comes with her. That's for sure. Just as soon as I see her face, I can see the confidence right in there. But in addition to that, she's also focusing on 4 pillars of prospecting that they're ready to commit. And expiry or expired listing, that's being one of them. Well done. Open house being second one. So 2 strong pillars right there. Phenomenal. Thank you for answering my questions.
The
Thank you.
business is so simple, and if you just do the basics, you are going to win. But most people aren't willing. So thank you. That was very inspiring. All right. Who has the next question? Please feel free. And you can type it in the chat as well.
And also too, like, without questions or whatever, our level of beliefs, whatever we believe to be true, whether it's good or bad, is our truths. So that's something I've had to be around people like you, John, and Axel, to develop my belief systems, because I didn't have this confidence before you saw me. Before, I didn't have it,
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Just truly amazing. Again, proximity is power, guys. You gotta want to surround yourself with people who are a couple steps ahead of you or are going toward the same direction. And if you are the big fish in a small pond, you'd rather be the small fish in a big pond. And that's why she came back. So how do you build your confidence up? Good question.
Meditate at night, wake up and work out. Working out, when you feel better and look better, you get confidence. And I'm 2 years of role play that helped my confidence. It was every day, and I'm adjusting my schedule to get back onto your role plays, because that's something that I haven't had now for the last year, and I know that makes a huge difference when you're in front of your clients.
Thank you for saying that. Again, Teddy and I were just talking about this today, and it just goes to show that those are really, really valuable. And if you want to learn how to say what you say in a way that can get you more business, come to the role plays. All right. Do you door knock with just listed, just sold flyers, and how many times per week for how long per day?
And this is where consistency and development and discipline needs to be in place, because this is where I'm all over the place sometimes, and I need to be around, you, John, to create that discipline and consistency. So when I was very consistent at this, it was just listed, just sold of my own listings. And that's huge. And calling them too, like not just door knocking. Like I do door knocking because I want to be seen in my community. It's a farm I've developed, so I want to be seen. I want them to see my open house signs. I want them to see me in person. But I think you can capture more on the phone.
Oh, this is so cool. So good. Leo, just listed, just sold, cold calling is more efficient. But if you want to be seen, go out there and door knock. I don't think that's talked about enough, because you're in your farm. And if you want to be seen, you're a walking billboard yourself. Go out there, introduce yourself. You want to be seen. So, Leo, I think you're on the right track. Just got to be more consistent at it. Thank you, sir. All right. I'm 26, not me, but Saya. But lots of people think I look way younger. How do you manage to get listings and sales besides that confidence part when you were starting off?
That was a big deal. And I would say collaborate with other agents. If someone's not going to hire you because they think you don't have the experience, or they think you're not the gender that they want to hire, I don't even have to ask my other agents what their schedule's like. I'll just call them, where you're coming to a listing appointment with me, because they won't hire me, so we're coming back tomorrow. So if you're
Leverage.
26 years old and you don't feel like they're going to hire you because you don't have experience, or you don't have they don't feel you have the confidence, my partner does. So find a strong partner that does.
Absolutely,
And I would
Saya.
just say do that for just a year or two, because you will build the confidence, and you will build the training that you need to go by yourself.
100%. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, and Saya, bring somebody with you for the next 1 to 2 years, and then you start to build that confidence. You're going to go yourself. You're going to become a great listing agent. Phenomenal. All right. Next question. Oh, all right.
If I
Yeah,
may
go
jump
ahead,
in there
Axel.
quickly, one more representing being a mother, and there are mothers in the in this chat, and in our team as well. I always look at you guys and I bow to you. How do you manage day-to-day thing in your business? But as a single mom building this empire that you have, what's one thing you wish more people understood about your journey?
Well, when I was at the bank, I worked about 50, 60 hours a week. And then you have commute time, which was in California, about an hour and a half to get to work and to get back home. So I was away from my kids 12 hours a day, and my mom was raising them while I was at the bank. I'm so grateful for her, because I could not have done it without her. And sometimes my kids would say, "We never see you, Mom. We don't see you." And that would break my heart, but I knew I was paying for their life. I knew eventually they would understand. And when I was given the opportunity to be pushed back into real estate, I the bank was I made in 6 months what the bank paid me in 18 months. So while my kids were little, I took the whole summer off for school with them, from school with them. We road tripped around California, and we went, I took them to Hawaii. I do whatever I could for them to make up for those years that I wasn't present. And while they were little, to me, that was enough. And that was my ceiling, was like about 150, 175,000 a year. I was so satisfied doing that, and doing it in 6 months. So I real estate offered me the opportunity to be home with them. And they also, when they got a little bit bigger, I just would drive around neighborhoods that I was going to do listings, find a basketball court, and they'd go play basketball while I'm at a listing appointment. They'd play basketball while I'm door knocking. They'd come to
Wow.
my open houses, and play and take kids outside and play with them. So it's a huge opportunity to be in real estate as a single mom. If you leverage it right and you don't feel guilty about it, just bring them with you.
Yeah, very inspiring. Wow. Okay. Roll your work into your family life. And everybody knows, the kids know what mom is doing. So why not come along, play some basketball while mom is at a listing appointment or door knocking, right?
Yeah, or they'd go door knocking with me too, or they'd go to previews with me, and then they would each vote on which house the buyer is going to choose. So they were part of they're part of the industry. My 15-year-old's going to do luxury homes. He's like, I'm going to play basketball, or I'm going to be a luxury realtor.
Ah,
He's learning to fly drones right now to do my videos. So, and he does a lot of little social media videos with me too.
so blessed. So blessed to have kids wanting to do what you do. I wish my girls would. They're too young, but we'll see. All right.
They were your girl's age too. And so then now they're not. Now they're in their, I have a 23-year-old with 3 babies.
20,
Wow.
you're a grandma?
I'm a grandma. Yes.
What? 23-year-old with 3 babies. You don't
Mhm.
look old enough. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Okay. With that, I want to thank you for being here today. And actually, we have time for one more question. Pop it in the chat. All right. Hey, if not, guys, did you get some value today? Give me some emojis in the chat here, please. Let's give it up for Carolina.
Yeah.
An amazing, amazing interview. Please pop it in the chat. Give us some emoji. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, what is your Instagram handle? Let's type it in.
Oh, Carolina L. Soto.
Carolina L. Soto. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Follow Carolina on IG. And guys, we'll look forward to seeing you on the next call here. Actually, before we go, Carolina, anything else that you want to share with the audience here before we go?
Just keep coming. Just keep coming and surrounding yourself with people like you, John. You connected me with John Gletch out here, and next week I'm going to a big luxury event. And that's what I haven't been around for the last year. So you have to keep surrounding yourself with people that help you grow. You also have to keep people that you're going to help grow. But for else, who you do surround yourself matters a lot.
I'm so touched and thank you and grateful for your partnership. And I can't wait to keep growing with you. Let's go crush it and finish strong for 2025. Guys, follow Carolina. Let's keep the conversation going and we'll look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thank you, Carolina.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.